Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone's like, and welcome to the Creator Aspect Podcast. I am your host, BlockRat, and today I'm here with Jay Teller and Tiny.
Today on the podcast we have BlockRat. Welcome to the podcast.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know where I am. They've trapped me in a basement. Help.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
That's been said 3 times. It might actually be true.
this
What?
is
No.
such a this joke has been said like 20 times already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
decade.
it was decade.
We all have the
well,
same sense of humor.
Into the questions now. What kind of inspired you to begin making content?
They're really dodging the whole kidnapping thing here. What inspired me? I don't know. There's been a lot of stuff. I've always been interested in filmmaking and visual effects. And I realized that it's really hard to grow a YouTube channel off of filmmaking and visual effects. So I decided to try to start like a Minecraft channel as a side project. And eventually that kind of grew into something that I had a lot of fun with. And
yeah,
I mean, that's what I've been focusing on a lot lately. I'm going to college for visual effects, but I'm still really into the channel, and I'm trying to integrate more visual effects and editing and filmmaking techniques into the Minecraft content. My journey as a filmmaker would be what inspired me. But in terms of creator, Markiplier, he's great. Very inspirational.
Definitely, yeah. What made you decide on Minecraft content specifically?
It is literally the only game I've ever played. Like I've played I played Jackbox and Among Us once or twice, but I don't have a Wii or anything. It's just I've only played Minecraft. It's a pretty great game. It's a sandbox. There's limitless possibilities. It's also got a really cool art style. Like pixel art is awesome. I can't do pixel art, but it's really cool to see other people do it, and really cool to see what people do within the confines of Minecraft.
Definitely.
Like, it's just so much possibilities.
Yeah, definitely. Like what kind of like subgenre of Minecraft content do you like enjoy the most? Because you've made like manhunts, short videos, SMP videos, like all types of stuff. So like which one of those do you feel like allowed you to express your filmmaking abilities the best?
I don't know, and I think that's something I really need to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out at the moment. Manhunts were really fun. I started with that because it was a niche that I thought I could grow in, and I did.
Yeah.
But it got repetitive, and there's a lot of complications with recording manhunts and actually making them interesting. When it takes 2 hours to record one take of a video, and you can't mess up. It's a lot higher stakes than some other stuff is. And I tried super scripted stuff, because then you have all the control there. It doesn't matter if like you mess up, because you can cut it out and you have it all planned out ahead of time. And that was fun to edit, but horrible to record. And I burnt out really quick doing that. That's like the Million Zombies video in my I survived a day against Attack on Titan, which kind of sucks, because those are like, I don't know if they're some of my best videos, but they're definitely some of the cooler ones. Like they look really nice, they're enjoyable to watch, but it was not fun to record. I also did like, I don't know what you'd call it, game show type content a little bit. I don't know if I actually posted any of it. I made some shorts on it, but I did like this really cool obstacle course thing. I thought that was going to be my thing. I was going to be the obstacle course guy. It was really cool. I got like a bunch of big YouTubers, got McBurkin in there, got Gamers React, cool kids, to do this obstacle course. And then I just super burnt out while trying to edit it. So I still am yet to find the perfect thing that's a mixture of enjoying recording and enjoying editing. I'm hoping it's SMP content or I think it's going to be some spin-off of SMP content, because it's really fun to record on a SMP server or a multiplayer server with a bunch of people. And currently the way that a lot of those videos are edited is like super fast-paced, hard to keep up with, hard to record, like uber high stakes. But I think there's going to be some sort of spin-off of SMP content it's going to be slower and more entertaining. Honestly, what Bitzel's doing right now is what I would love to do. He hasn't released his video yet. Dude's been working on this thing for like 5 months. He's basically making a movie out of SMP content, and it's really cool. It's
Creator Aspect leaks.
It's not a leak. He's posting it on Twitter. But he's made like this. He's made like a 10-minute video. It's like a movie in Minecraft.
Oh,
It's so good. That's the stuff I want to make, but I can't because
yeah,
like it took him 5 months to get to this point.
fair enough. Hmm.
So a little bit of a convoluted answer, but my answer is a spin-off, a mixture of SMP content and over-edited stuff. That's what I'm hoping is going to be the best, and I'm working on it now.
Yeah, of course. How did you like meet some of those other content creators that you've included in your videos and like other projects before? How did you like get like meet a lot of those creators in the community?
Uh, that's a good question. A lot of it's just like, you meet people, and then those people know people, and then those people know people, and eventually you get up to the top
Mhm.
of really popular people. The biggest YouTubers are really well connected, is what I found. So it's not necessarily as hard as you would think to get into contact with someone like Preston. It's hard to
Mhm.
like, just slide into their DMs, but like the people who perform really well on YouTube perform really well on YouTube because they've made connections with a bunch of other people, and they've
Mm.
talked to the people who are already doing well. And I mean, yeah, if you're doing well, then you're already out there. And
Yeah.
I think it's easier for me at the moment to make connections with a lot of bigger people because I do like editing. When the realistic Minecraft videos were a thing, where I mean they still are a thing, where it's like the fluid simulation stuff in Minecraft. That's something I could do because I have a lot of experience with visual effects. So I made a bunch of those videos for Gamers React, and then Gamers React knows Mick
Oh.
Birkin. Mick Birkin was like, "Hey, can you make me some realistic thumbnails?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did that." And then you just meet people if you're able to do stuff. I don't know. That's kind of a
Yeah.
convoluted answer, but
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Have you met anyone that inspired you before you started all of the YouTube?
have I met anyone that's inspired me before I've done YouTube? Like inspired me to follow YouTube or
Yeah, basically make YouTube videos, Minecraft.
well, growing up, I don't know if that's the right term. In my younger years, my biggest inspiration was Corridor Digital, which is a really, really cool, like, I don't know if you call them a visual effects company, like a filmmaking group company. They used to be a group. Now I'd consider them a company that just made these really, really cool edited visual effects short films. And they were doing it all on technology that either I had or was like reasonably accessible. They had Sam and Nico, which was their side channel. It's now called Corridor Crew, where they showed off how they did all their visual effects. And that was super inspiring because it's just a bunch of guys sitting in a room editing on regular computers. They don't have $1 million software. They're using like the Adobe suite. I get that through my school. You can find less legal ways to get that if you want. It's all very accessible things and technology, and yet they could make these really amazing short films that like did really well on the internet and were just insane to watch. Even if you don't recognize them by name, I'm sure you've stumbled across some of their stuff from time to time. And so they were definitely my biggest inspiration. And then actually, I guess there is a direct connection between them and my Minecraft, because really into that, my biggest hurdle was, I can do all these cool visual effects, but it's really hard to like record stuff. I'm a one-man crew. I'm also very tall, so I can't like record in my basement easily.
Oh.
Which is a dumb reason to struggle with filmmaking.
I wish I was tall.
Yeah.
You got a curse.
But like I can't record a horror film in my basement if my head is on the ceiling.
Fair enough.
But like cameras were always my limitation, so I was like, I wonder if there's some way around this. And then I found Minecraft animation and what was that group called? BPS, I think. I hope I'm right. Like Minecraft animation company group that made really cool Minecraft animated videos, and then the lead person of that made a video breaking down how you could do these types of animated videos, and it was all on Blender, which is a free software that you can use on literally any computer. And that was super inspiring because now I can do visual effects without necessarily needing a camera. And that definitely grew my love of Minecraft. And it's all converged here.
How long did it take you to learn all of the Blender stuff, like animation and modeling?
I mean, I'm always learning. I wouldn't consider myself a master at Blender or animate. Definitely not. I'm not a good animator. I wouldn't consider myself fully learned in any of that. I really got into Minecraft animation when I was around 11. So 7-8 years now I've been working on it, but I don't think you can ever be fully learned in all that stuff.
Of course, yeah. How did you kind of first get into like visual effects and stuff like that?
I gotta say, it's the Corridor Digital. Seeing the stuff that they did really inspired me. And then there's this company called Production Crate, which is a super amazing company, super cool guys. Every month they would have, and still do have, a 10-second visual effects contest where you got to make a 10-second video around some theme. I think the theme this month is The Chosen One. I actually might make one for that. And you just gotta use, they sell all these visual effects assets on their site. This is now a sponsorship for them, by the way. They're not paying me or you guys, but check out productioncrate.com if you're a YouTuber, because they just have friggin' everything on their site. They have like explosions and stuff with transparent backgrounds. You can use in pretty much any software. They got those like call to action things where it's like a little animation that says look in the description or click on the eye. They got all those things on the website. They got end screens. They got a whole music library and sound effects and graphics for thumbnails and stuff. It's a really, really good site. But almost every month I would make like a 10-second visual effects short for them for their little contest. I won a few times, not a lot, not as many as you would think. I entered like 18 months in a row and I only won.
Wow.
Well, I won twice, and the second time I entered 5 times that month. So, you know.
Well, how many people competed?
Used to be a lot smaller. Recently it's gotten, like, the people in it have gotten a lot better. But there's usually, I mean, I can check how many there are this month or there were last month. I'd say there's 20 to 30 entries a month last I entered.
Fair enough.
Let's see. This month's contest, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. There are 14 entries last month. And they got cool prizes for that too. Sometimes it's like a subscription to their site. Sometimes it's like filmmaking gear so that you can, make better films. They definitely were one of the biggest groups that helped me grow.
Was there any other VFX artist or like any sort of like advice or like tips or like something you heard that like helped you improve?
I don't know if I ever heard this anywhere, but I think the biggest piece of advice I have, and this I found applies to YouTube and visual effects and anything. If you were trying to learn something, learn the basics, do like the default tutorial, whatever that is for your software. If you're trying to learn Blender, do the whole donut tutorial, learn the basics of the software, and then just try to make something. Because not like a simple thing. Don't try to make like an animation of Steve turning his head. Just try to make that short film you had in your mind, or that, and I'm only thinking of visual effects software at the moment, but this applies to anything. Try to make that giant painting that you've always wanted to make. And then every time you mess up, just figure out how to do that thing. That sounds really dumb and basic when I word it like that. But like, you're trying to learn Blender. It's going to take so much longer to try to learn how to do an animation if you try to figure out step by step how to do it. If you learn the basics and then try to just make something, try to make your full animation, and then every time you mess up, Google how to fix that problem, it's a lot easier to learn it. Which, now that I'm saying it out loud, that sounds really obvious, but that's not at least what my brain does when I'm trying to learn something. And especially with YouTube, I've found as well, it's really hard to do it. But if you want to grow on YouTube, I'm pretty sure if you just regularly make a video every week and then improve on that video or improve the next video of the week after, you're going to grow really fast. And that's hard to do. Like, you burn out really quick, but that's how you do it.
Of course, yeah.
Well, now that you mentioned that, I saw that you had like a 5-month, I guess, hiatus between your videos.
Was it 5 months?
It was 5 months.
Thought it was 3 months.
Well, what happened there?
A lot of stuff happened. Honestly, that's the answer. It was 5 months.
Fair
like
enough.
2 days ago, it would have been 4 months. It would have been slightly less bad. Yeah, no. A lot of stuff happened. That's the answer. I did the my last 2 video, or well, technically the Squid Game one was also in there, but the Attack on Titan and the Surviving a Million Zombies videos, they're some of my best edited videos, I'd say, but they were just like super scripted. I wrote down everything I was going to do, and that was also while I was in Creator Now, which is like a really cool course for YouTube creators, where they push you to make a video every week, and they like there's people in there. You're put with a team of other YouTubers, and your team loses points if you don't upload every week. So it's a really good way to learn how to make better videos and push yourself to make content.
Cool.
But it was 6 weeks where it was like you're being pushed to make the best content you can and only focus on content. And I burnt out while I was doing that. I made those 2 videos, and then I started working on the obstacle course video that I mentioned earlier. And then I just got really tired and burnt out while I was working on that. And I took a few weeks off, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get back into content. I don't remember what I did immediately. I think I went back to trying to edit the obstacle course video, but then I was at the point where I no longer had the like motivation to put out a video next week because Creator Now was over. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it, and that's not good. So I stopped working on that video, and I tried to move toward other content. I did some SMP stuff. I joined Bitzel's SMP server actually, which is really, really cool. And that's what all my like the next few weeks. I'm back to weekly content now. I've only got one video that came out yesterday, but it'll be weekly. Trust me.
Of course.
I recorded a bunch of stuff on Bitzel's SMP server, and then I was like, all right, I want to make these videos the best I can. And I did not. I super over edited them. I'd worked with other editors and like got every millisecond of the video with feedbacked, and that makes it really it's really hard to make weekly content that's absolutely perfect because you can't do that. You can't make perfect content. And I just kept trying to perfect my video to the point where I didn't like it anymore. And I just stopped, and I didn't make anything for a while more. It's a really crappy cycle that I got stuck in for like 5 months there. I guess it's been 5 months. Not I guess. It's been exactly 5 months. That hurts to see. And now I got videos that are going to come out for the next 2 weeks. I got 2.5 of them done, and I'll finish more as they come out. But I'm not really happy with this video. It's the latest one. I built a working ship in survival Minecraft. That is not an optimized video for YouTube at all. I was actually doing decent. It's doing better than I thought it would, which is cool. But like, I'm not happy with this content at the moment because it's not me. It's not like I can't sustainably act super excited and over the top about every little thing for videos every week. I got to move my stuff more toward how I actually am and how I act. And actually, a good time to mention it. Ryan Trahan recently did his penny series. He spent 30 days crossing America on a penny, which on its own is an amazing concept. But that was super inspirational to me because I think he proved that you can make content that isn't particularly exciting, I guess, or over the top, and it still performs well. It's still really enjoyable to watch. I'm sure he had a blast making it. A lot of YouTube right now, it's like this super fast-paced stuff. It's like, I put this dude in a circle for 100 days. Let's see him build a society. Or I didn't need anything for 30 days, Mr. Jimothy Beast trying to kill himself over there. But that's not, I mean, all right, that's not really sustainable. For people like Mr. Beast and Eric and the people who have teams behind them who have built themselves up to that point and have the motivation to make videos like that, it is something they can do, and that's awesome. That's insane. I talk about those guys forever. Even Eric right now, he's doing cool stuff. He's basically like every video is like a season of a TV show that he's condensed down to a video, which is really cool. But I can't do that, and I don't think that most creators can do that. And I think that with Ryan's series, he's shown that you can be more authentic and more slower paced and still make stuff that people enjoy watching and enjoy being a part of.
Oh yeah, definitely. I 100% agree. Yeah, don't worry about your upload schedule being bad because mine has never been good. I upload a video like every 3 to 4 months, and that has never improved. But yeah, I definitely agree. Honestly, in my belief, perfection just does not exist. It's just a social construct, and it's not real. Perfection is just I don't think I've ever seen a perfect YouTube video or a perfect like anything, honestly. Like
I have
I would
seen a
honest
perfect YouTube video. You want to see the perfect video? Wait till Bitzel uploads his freaking 5-month video. That is the perfect YouTube video. But no, I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for every form of art. You can, if you had infinite time to work on a piece of art, you would never finish it. There's never a point
100%.
where someone working on art is like, you know what? If I had 10 more days and didn't have any other obstacles, there's nothing else I would do. This is the perfect piece. That never happens. Because you're always going to be judging yourself. There's always things that could be improved. There's always small things. And it just, you get into a cycle of perfecting until you can't make anything anymore. And that's what happened to me. Don't do that. Just post your stuff, even if it's bad.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Yeah, I would just focus more on like just not worrying about like how perfect the content is and more about how much you're enjoying making the content, because like you said with the Ryan Trahan like penny video thing, like one of the reasons why that was like probably did so well and was so entertaining is because he was enjoying himself. So
yeah, which also, that is insane. I don't people everybody has emotions. Can you imagine spending an entire month waking up every day with no money in a different place and trying to be positive and quirky and happy? Like, that's insane to do.
Anyways, yeah, that was a fun little fun little burnout and perfection segment for the podcast.
Mental health.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
Wasn't the last podcast about this too? I looked at the channel. I thought that there was like burnout in the title of the last 4 videos you uploaded, I think.
Probably, honestly. I don't even know. It's been a month. We went on break for a month because I have been traveling everywhere. So, yeah.
Where'd you travel? Let's do a quick travel segment. I also just went on a trip. Just got back today.
I went to New York City, and then I ended up going to like for a I'm planning on like majoring in musical theater and like
that's
acting.
awesome.
So I went to like a 1-week intensive thing at a college.
Like an acting class?
Kind of like it was kind of like an intensive type thing. There was a showcase at the end of the week. We basically just like go to a ton of classes and then like sleep in a dorm at like college. It was super cool. It was amazing.
Dude, that sounds dope. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And now I'm in New Mexico, which is like the other side of the US from where I'm normally at. So it's weird recording in a different place, but yeah.
That's why you can't record your own audio today.
Yeah.
Lame. No, that sounds super fun. So you're still on your trip. You're just recording.
Technically, yes. I'm the next 3 episodes, a little bit of a creator aspect leak here. They will all be recorded away from home. So you can't wait.
That's dedication there. Fancy.
Of course.
And also no more live show, no more live podcast.
Oh, is this usually live?
No, it's 20th. Every 10th episode we do a live podcast.
Yeah, unfortunately the 20th episode will not be live. I'm sorry to all the viewers. And we're so excited for the live episode.
That's pretty devastating.
BlockRat. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. Last live episode, my like whole power went out around my city, so I wasn't there exactly when the podcast ended. It just came back.
Nice.
It's Elon Musk just hates me right now.
Dude, that's the dream of being live. You get all those fun consequences that you don't normally think of. The power goes out, something happens.
When do you think you started to like gain more traction as a creator?
I would not consider myself at the point of having gained traction. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at my channel. I guess I'm at 650 subscribers, which is a ton of people. Like, that is, you
definitely.
put 650 people in a room, that'd be a lot of people in a room. It was with the manhunts. It was when I was uploading in the same niche every was it every week? Yeah, it was every week. That's when I was really doing well. That's when I got like my biggest videos. I got Minecraft Manhunt, but I'm One Punch Man, which is at a 9.5k views. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the reason that did well is because it was all basically the same type of video. It was all within the niche of Minecraft Manhunt. So when you went to my channel, you knew what you were getting. And I've kind of branched out from there. And I think, I mean, I wouldn't say it's hurt my channel, but it's definitely part of the reason that I haven't grown much since then.
Gotcha. What about Pet Rat Productions, since it's like a bit bigger?
Pet Rat Productions, yes. You've done
When do you
your
think you
homework.
like started to gain traction on like there?
I can tell you exactly what happened with that channel, and that's much more interesting, I would say. So,
Wait, hold on, tell me.
are you an enjoyer of memes?
Yeah, I guess sometimes.
Well, that's
Sure.
quite good. Me too. And so Pet Rat Productions, that's my original channel. That's where I did all my short films, all the 10-second videos. That's all on there if you want to see me doing weird things out of context. Most of the videos
Cool.
on that channel are like 10 seconds long. And I realized that it was really, really hard to grow on that channel. And it wasn't like it's short films, they take a long time to make. And it's not a YouTube video. Like editing for filmmaking and editing for YouTube are two very different things. And that's part of the reason I wanted to try to start the BlockRat channel, because I wanted a channel that I could grow on and I could monetize easily. Or I thought it would be easy. It was not. And so for a while I kind of abandoned that and I went to BlockRat. And then eventually I met this fine fellow called Cowbelly. Have you guys heard of Cowbelly?
I think I've heard the name before. I'm not sure who it is though.
Cowbelly is what I would consider to be the greatest meme channel of all time. Not because the memes on his channel are particularly like amazing, but because in its prime, they were posting 3 times a day, completely original memes. They had this whole like network of people that you could make a meme. It would go through like this whole process of getting feedback from other creators and from Cowbelly himself, and then you'd get paid for it. And this wasn't like, all right, you make a meme, you know, you're kind of just getting paid in exposure. No, we were getting like $100 a meme sometimes, sometimes more. You could also do like revenue split where you get 50% of the revenue. And Cowbelly Graham, he was an amazing guy. He was very open about everything going on with the channel. And he did this thing around Christmas time. He did the Cowbelly Christmas meme contest. And this is the first time that I really saw. I'd watched his stuff, but this was the first time I saw his channel as like a thing I could be part of. It was the Cowboy Christmas meme contest, right? And they were like, all right, we've got this great thing. You make a meme, you put it on the Discord server, and then you can win some prizes, all right? And I saw that. I saw a little video that was like prizes, and I was like, I love giveaways. I love prizes. I've been doing this 10-second film contest thing for a while now. I bet I could throw my hat in the ring. What's the prize? Let's see. There's like 10 prizes. Like, one of them was a massage chair, a friggin' like iPhone 12 or 13, or like all these really insane prizes. And I was like, oh, that's pretty crazy. So you win, you get to pick one? No, he's giving away all this shit. Like, it was like 20K worth of prizes.
Oh my
and there
God.
were a bunch of different categories, right? So there's like Blender memes for like 3D stuff. There's like Minecraft memes. That was a subgenre. There's like 5 subgenres, and each one has its giant prize. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spend a month making the best damn meme you've ever seen. All right. And so I made the best dang meme I've ever seen, which I'm about to immediately disprove, but that's not the point. I made a VR 360 meme. It's called POV You're a Dead meme. It's great. It's a little. Have you ever seen those VR videos on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a VR video. You can walk around in it. You can look around. It's great. Works on VR headsets. Starts off, you're like little SpongeBob guy. You know that SpongeBob meme where he's at a coffin. He's like, all right, get in. It's that meme. And then you go into it and it's all 3D. I recreated the whole thing in Blender. You go through a tunnel of other dead memes. You go to like a graveyard. It's fun. It's a whole little experience. And I won. I got an iPhone, dude. Like I am holding an iPhone 13, like $1,000-something prize in my hand that I won from this 30-second meme video.
Yo.
And I was like, all right, this is great. This is amazing, Graham. You're an amazing fella. Let's do more of this. And he was like, yeah, make me more of these 360. I was like the first person to make a 360 meme in this community. Like, obviously I did not invent that genre, but in the cowbelly
Yeah.
community I did, and I was the only one who could do that.
Wow.
So I made a bunch of stuff. I got POV, you get a girlfriend, it's like made a bunch of things like that. That doesn't matter, specifics don't matter. He did another contest, all right? He did have you ever heard of the Wake Up guy? Is the little guy, he would go on Omegle.
Yes, I have heard
had
of
like
that.
big eyes, he'd tell people to wake up. His name was Little Mo Fades.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
He did that was really popular. No one was really making amazing wake up memes at the time. And so Graham was like, all right, fellas, I got something for you. Whoever makes the best wake up meme, $200, as well as the regular payment for a meme or share, whatever system you want. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm making a 360 meme. I made objectively the greatest piece of content I have made and possibly ever will make. I think I peaked with this video. And also, I'd like to remind, at this time, I'm at like 400 subscribers on Pet Rat Productions.
Oh,
I make this
what?
meme.
Hold on.
It's a 360 video. This is almost exactly a year ago. 360 video, really cool. You're like in Minecraft, but then the wall breaks away and there's the guy's big head there and he's like, wake up. And then you get transported to like the astral plane. It's really weird, but it's a cool video. And I think it's a cool video. Graham thought it was a cool video, gave me $200 for it. You know who else thought it was a good video?
Who?
The YouTube algorithm thought this was the magnum opus. So the way YouTube, or the way the cowboy meme things works, was you make a video, if he likes it, he pays you for it, it goes up on his channel, and then Graham is just the best person ever. You can also just put it on your channel the day after. You gotta wait a day, but then you can just put it on your own channel. So you're still getting credit for it. You're credited in the description. There's like a link to your own stuff, and you can upload it on any of your social media you want. So he uploads it to his channel. This video did so well. Graham, the Cowbelly Memes channel it was posted on had 2 million subscribers. This video got 11 million views.
Oh my god.
Which is insane for any channel of any size. And especially for me as a creator. And then I uploaded it to my channel. Currently, it's sitting at 1.5 million views. And
what the
almost all of my subscribers came from that video. Like, I was sitting at, I think I was close to 1,000 actually. Earlier I said 400. I think I was closer to 1,000. I was at like 900 something. It pushed me over 1,000 and then it just kept going. It kept getting views. It is still, I mean, obviously my most viewed video, but like on a monthly basis, it is still getting the most views out of any video on my channel that I've been uploading on for 4 years.
Oh my god.
And then the guy, Little Mo Fades, the guy in the video, the meme himself, he reached out to me and he's like, hey, can I put this on my channel? And I was like, yeah. And he just uploaded it raw to his channel. Like, my video had a thumbnail. Cowbelly's video had a thumbnail and a title. I think he just titled it 360 Wake Up or something. It didn't do nearly as well on his channel because he did no marketing for it whatsoever. But it was like 700K in a week or something.
What?
This video massively outperformed everything I've ever done, ever. And honestly, I think that's one of the things that's kept me very motivated to keep making stuff on the BlockRat channel. Because I was making short films on Pet Rat Productions for 4 years, and I got close to... Sorry. I was making videos on Pet Rat Productions for like 4 years. I got close to 900 subscribers or something. I don't remember the exact number. But it took one video, and then even after uploading basically nothing after, like, I uploaded that, I uploaded all the other memes that I made, and then, like, over the course of a year, I uploaded various other, like, small projects, like, nothing big at all.
Yeah.
Nothing even of the same caliber or even similar to that meme. And yet my channel still grew substantially after that. I'm at 5.14 thousand subscribers on that channel. And I know if I can get a video even remotely similar to that video on the BlockRat channel, and then I keep making videos similar to it, I know that's gonna be how, or maybe it's not gonna be how I blow up, but that is a way to blow up that I have seen work on multiple other channels. And I think that's one of my biggest pieces of inspiration to keep making stuff on BlockRat, because I know I just need that one video. And yeah.
Of course, yeah, wow. Wow. Okay. So not
Same.
how I expected that to go.
It's a pretty good video, by the way. Many people would agree. I've had people reach out. I got a VR company reached out to me like a month ago, and they were like, "Hey, can we license your video to put on our new VR headset that we're launching?" And I was like, "Yeah, give me a headset though." And they said maybe.
Oculus Rift.
It is not. It's
Sponsored
like
by
some
PetRat Productions.
overseas headset company, but maybe.
Yeah, probably.
They said
Who
once they
knows?
get their international launch, they'll consider it.
Of course. Well, anyways,
Of course.
we're getting kind of close to wrapping up, but I do wanna ask you one last question.
I love questions.
Of course, yeah. What is the origin story for like just in general, like the name, like BlockRat, PetRat Productions, like why rat? Why the rat?
The short answer is it's my last name. For a while there, I thought that my last name was like the big secret. I've kept it off the internet. And I realized when you click on Pet Rare Productions, it's literally the first thing you see because it's my demo reels there. My last name is Petratos, which is spelled Pet Rat OS.
Oh.
So that I'm honestly, in a nutshell, that's why it's Pet Rat. I like
Wow.
rats are really cool, and it's my last name, so it's very fitting. We got Pet Rat Productions.
enough,
That's
yeah.
just the last name. And then I was like, all right, I gotta make a Minecraft channel. Let me go on Name MC and grab let me go grab the username Pet Rat, of course,
Yeah.
from my Minecraft channel. I don't know what I was gonna call the channel, but I was like, all right, let me get that username, and that was taken, unfortunately. So I was like, all right, what's the closest thing to Pet Rat I can get? And then something in my brain clicked, and I found BlockRat, which is like the perfect name for a Minecraft channel, infinitely better than Pet Rat would have been, because it's a block and a rat. And I mean, that's that's the summary. There's not much else to say. It's very easy branding and fun.
Of course. Well then, yeah, I mean, I kind of have a similar story for J Teller. People ask me like, how did you come up with that name? And I'm like, it's literally just my last name and the initial for my first name. It's literally just J. It's just my name. So pretty much fair enough. All right. Well, I think we can head into our community questions.
Ooh.
Yeah. Every
Ah.
single episode, we release a tweet announcing our guest for the next week.
That's
and
me.
we ask the community of the creator and also our creator aspect community to ask our guest some questions. And we have a few questions here for you today.
I do love me some questions. All right.
Yeah. Skyboy asked, do you have an editor?
Did he ask that now? That seems like something Skyboy would ask. Yeah, I do. I've worked with a couple different editors. I'm trying to get the channel to the point where I record something, I send it off to an editor, and they edit most of it, and then I go back and I do like visual effects and fancy stuff and improve the music. And one of the people I'm working with right now is Skyboy. When I was doing the Manhunt videos, I was working with a guy called Thorsey Raccoon, a very cool fella. And he was a very fast editor. And then I moved, I was trying to move into the SMP stuff, and I was like, all right, we got to get this faster paced so that YouTube likes it. And Skyboy is a much faster paced video editor. And so the next few videos that are coming out were edited mostly by him.
Fair enough, yeah. F Park asked, what is a BlockRat?
Well, you see, you want to make a block rat, right? So you got to start with either a block or a rat, obviously, of course. And then whichever one you started with, you got to get the other one, but radioactive. And then you got to get the radioactive one to bite the original. So say you're starting with a block, right? You got your block, and you want it to be a block rat. You got to get a rat, dip it in a vat of radioactive, and then you put some cheese on the block, and then the rat will bite the block, and then you got a block rat. Works the other way around too. You got a rat, a nice little friendly rat guy, and you're like, man, I want a block rat. So you get your block, you dip it in a vat of radioactive, and then you put a little bit of block food on the rat, and there you go, block rat. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy as that.
Wow, that answer was way more in depth than I thought it would be.
Well, you think I don't know how to make a BlockRat? I am a BlockRat.
Well, it's just like, what is a BlockRat? That just sounds like a dumb question that F Park would say. Like, what is a BlockRat? Like, I feel like that's
F-Park,
like
don't
the
listen
most.
to these people. You're not
This
dumb.
is
That was a
it's.
very
I know.
intelligent question. It was better than Skyboy's question. He was just fishing for a shout out.
Of course. Empty Lies asked, why do you make such questionable tweets? Don't go
My
into
tweets are great.
context.
What tweets are you talking? Let me go to
I'm
my
not
tweets.
sure.
My
This is-
Twitter.com
There's
account.
on Twitter.
Which if you want to find, by the way, for any reason, it's block_rat on Twitter.com. Very cool thing.
Of course.
One of my latest tweets that was very questionable. It's I'm going to be on a podcast. How nifty. So don't really have a good answer for that. The one below that is a bunch of lowercase L's and uppercase I's. I think that kind of
That's
speaks
probably
for
what
itself.
they were referencing.
The one below that is a rat with an egg. Again, I don't really think I need to explain. It's a rat with an egg. What else do you need?
Of course.
Oh, here's a good one. I was out on the boardwalk. Went on a trip. Went to was it New Jersey? And they got like a boardwalk there. And we were walking out, and I saw the single greatest plushie I think humanity has ever created. All right, you know the game Poppy Playtime?
Yes, I think
so.
so.
Poppy
I've heard of it.
Playtime's a little video game, got super popular mainly with the younger audience, and the main character of like the first chapter was this large blue teddy bear-esque creature called Huggy Wuggy. Right, see, you know what that is. Now, have you heard of gay people?
I mean, I kind of.
What?
Some fella on the boardwalk was like, all right, the kids these days, what do they like? Gay and Poppy Playtime. And I found a Poppy Playtime Pride plush. And this thing was in like multiple shops along the boardwalk. And that is the tweet below that. Followed up immediately by you telling me a son made the screen. Good jokes.
Of course, yeah.
That doesn't answer your question, and you're not going to get an answer. But that's a summary.
Yeah,
of my
it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, definitely. Bon Eyes asked, who made your PFP?
Well, my printer face printer was made by some guy in Australia. I don't know what whoever makes printers. I assume it's an Australian thing. My profile picture, though, that was me. I drew the Pet Rat Productions profile picture. I drew that, and it's the only good thing I've ever drawn. And then the BlockRat one I also made. Because I'm so cool. Yeah. The skin, however, for that account, that's the thing I should credit people for. That was not me. That was made by Ender Render, I believe is how you say his... Well, his name is just Ender, but that's hard to search. If you search Ender Render, you'll probably find him. And then it was reshaded by Zombini, who's a very good skin artist.
Accolade asked, how did you become a BlockRat?
Well, you see, when a block and a rat love each other very much, and one of them is radioactive, sometimes the radioactive one will bite the other one, and that's how you get a BlockRat. That's what happened to me.
Going somewhere else.
What?
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 No.
All rats.
Oh no, Tiny.
Okay. Well, that's the final question.
That's the final question? Oh boy.
I think that is it. All right. Well, thank you so much, BlockRat, for coming on the podcast today. It has been a pleasure. Please recommend us to all of your friends, all of your fancy creator friends.
Bold of you to assume I have friends. I only have allies for the skeleton war.
Okay.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I appreciate
Thank you for inviting me. It's been a lot of fun.
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
Well, yeah. Thanks. Thank you, everyone who is watching at home. We will be back next week with another episode. All right.
Yeah, thank you for watching at home. By the way, if you made it this far into a podcast, you should check out The Rat Room. That's another cool podcast.
Hey, Papa. All right. Also, anything you want to like self-promote, because this is literally a podcast episode about you. So
oh yeah, you should check out The Rat Room. It's a really good podcast. If you made it far into this podcast, you should check out mine.
Of course. You gotta invite me on The Rat Room sometime.
Mayhaps.
Anyways, well, thank you everyone for watching, and see ya.